Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And guess what? 3 the Hard Way is back again, y'all. We haven't seen them in a few weeks, but they're making their way back on the show tonight. This is your boy, Stevie Ray, the world's most dangerous podcast. But tonight, it's not just myself. It's the enforcer, and you guys know Chris Dilworth. He'll be here shortly also. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Mine was very interesting. Wait a minute. Said we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying to let you know if it is resolved. Please check Facebook to ensure. Well, I don't know if it's streaming on there or not. We'll see. A post was created on Facebook for this. I don't know. Let me go back and look, guys. Look like I got everything down. You know, it is what it is. What's up, Queen? What's up, Cron? What's up, Mike? Like I said, 3 the Hard Way tonight, guys. We ain't watching wrestling. We talking wrestling. That's what we're doing. And you guys send in your comments. I'll read them if I can. You got any questions for the boys, you let them know. What's up, King? But without further ado, guys, now my computer was just letting me know something about my Facebook thing wasn't coming up. I really don't know because I had to reset my Facebook earlier so it'll come through on my StreamYards. But it is what it is, man. Either they can see it. Wait a minute. Either they can see it or they can't. I really don't know. So what can we do? But yeah, guys, here he is now. Let me see who's out there.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on, Enforcer?
Not much, man. I think that was me because as soon as I hit for the shit on my Facebook, that's what you said was going on. But it's on there clear. So
you think it was you?
I thought it was.
No, I don't think so. Because see, when I first turned my computer on, it was letting me know that my Facebook wasn't going through my StreamYards.
Oh, okay.
So I had to redo it, and I redo it, and it said everything was cool. So when I started the show just now, all of a sudden it's telling me your Facebook is not responding. So but I really don't know what's up. But I got Facebook going on my phone right now, but I don't know if anybody out there that's watching on Facebook, that's going through the StreamYards, let me know, man. Make me know if it's really going through or not. Because I do have it on my phone, but they can't see they can't see you guys that's looking at it through my phone. You know what I'm saying? They can't see you guys. So it's all good. But man, what is going on? The last time we talked, we had a little conversation about the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
We had a little conversation about the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
Okay. Dilworth is not here yet. So you and I are going to have a very, very cozy one-on-one conversation about the Hurt Boys. Now, I want you to give me your 2 cents, your evaluation on what it looks like to you when it comes to the Hurt Boys.
You know what? Go back to something you said about when we last talked about it.
Okay.
We thought Shelton Benjamin was the muscle.
Right.
And I said, no, I think they're going to set it up for Bobby. Well,
Bobby being the muscle?
Bobby not just being the muscle, but he's the main, like he's the final boss.
Bobby is the catalyst.
Okay,
see, the catalyst can't be the muscle.
Okay. So
the muscle is the guy that's supposed to take care of things for the catalyst to make his job easier. That's the muscle.
And I think that's what we got. So
you think? I don't see it that way.
The reason I say that because Shelton didn't get the job done with Swerve.
Of course he doesn't.
And then what happened right after the match? MVP got that phone called, and then the debut happened. Bobby came out and destroyed. So, like you said, the catalyst to this thing and how they how they making them feel like okay, they hurt people. That's their slogan. We hurt people.
No. See, Bobby Lashley hurts people. Okay, let's get that straight up right now. You know, hold on a second. Wait a minute, my computer messing up, man. I can't. It's telling me something. We cannot. Wait, hold on. Let me read this, Enforcer. It's.
What's going on, man?
Oh man. I thought I saw Chris pop up for a second, but I don't think that's him, man, because the guy I'm looking at, man, wouldn't possibly disrespect me like that. So I don't think that's him. But let me go back out there and see if somebody's out there. Let me see here. Let me check.
Oh,
I'm here. Okay, cool. What's going on?
He was fixing on his server right there, you know.
Chris Dilworth, what is going on, brother? We already into deep conversation, man.
Of course. I want an apology.
You want an apology for what?
I want an apology. I already told you. You can't jump. Listen, you might be the 15 or 20-time world champion.
19.
But when I said that you need to put more respect on the Hurt Syndicate, we are going to come back and we are going to revisit this conversation.
Okay. Like I said, we said in a few weeks, we'll see what's what. Now, we seeing what's what. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, what are they doing that I didn't say they was going to do?
Which part? Because, it was way before my time.
No, I'm saying, okay, what I had a problem with, if I remember correctly, I told Enforcer and yourself that Shelton Benjamin is supposed to be the muscle. The muscle is the guy that handles the thing for the catalyst. Okay? Well, Shelton Benjamin.
He's the HR, Stevie.
Huh?
He's the
Shelton
HR.
Benjamin is portraying the muscle, but if that's what you want to call it, like I said, going out of his way
to begin with, though.
Huh?
I'm just saying, he was never the muscle to begin with. The real muscle was Bobby Lashley.
No. Bobby Lashley is the catalyst. See, the muscle can't be the main guy. The muscle is the guy that takes care of the light work. They put the muscle in before they put the catalyst in. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the gangster movies?
Yes.
And they always got some sap that take the ass whooping for the other guy. Okay?
Yeah.
And the sap that take the ass whooping for the other guy, then the main guy comes in and, kicks ass. That's the muscle. Muscle don't mean you whoop everybody ass, because if you whoop everybody ass, we don't need the main guy.
And that's how they set it up.
Like I said, then Shelton Benjamin can go home. You were 30 minutes.
I'm trying to tell this Negro over here that the muscle was Bobby Lashley. It was never Shelton Benjamin, because Shelton Benjamin might be built, He is no Bobby Lashley.
No. This when I talk about muscle, I'm not talking about body, how to build their body. The muscle is the main guy, the guy, the mouthpiece, which is
if you want to go really into it, since you brought up gangster movies, I would say Shelton was the underboss.
No, boss of what?
Underboss. Under. Come on.
Bro, I know what you're talking about.
Gangster movies. You know what I'm talking about, the capo.
Yeah, I know that, but he's not even that.
You know what?
He's not even that.
On that one, like my nigga, like he was never the boss. Right now, he was never.
Come on, bro. He don't even get to say nothing.
He's the HR.
He'll say this. Yeah.
That's not good enough for me.
I know it's not good enough for you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna say yeah.
HR.
That's brother. I say with a deep voice now. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, come on, Foster, man. Come on, bro.
I mean, that is why Shelton Benjamin never been the forefront in WWE, because number one, he can't talk. Bobby Lashley can't talk either. But we're going to sit here. We're going to say who is the muscle. That is not Shelton Benjamin.
See, the muscle is the guy that comes in and act like he going to take care of things for the main guy. But then he gets his ass whooped. See, the muscle is always the guy that gets the main guy ready. Mm-hmm. And he always gets his ass whooped. You remember, you guys might be too young to remember this. I'll give you an example from a wrestling perspective. Mm-hmm. Roddy Piper and Bob Orton Sr.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was Bob Orton? The muscle. And he get in there and try to soften people up for Piper. Then Piper come by, he get his ass whooped, then Piper will come back and kick the guy's ass. Mm-hmm.
Ace.
Ace. Remember they used to call him Ace.
But don't you think that's just what happened? Swerve couldn't. I mean, he couldn't get the.
No, I'm not talking about against Swerve. I'm just saying, not so much as who they're going against. They're going to get now. They're getting ready to fight. What's that on the next pay-per-view?
They already did.
Or
was it Saturday night? Well, Saturday night I was doing something, so I didn't see the show. What exactly happened? Huh?
You was getting lit. You was,
No. Look, man, I was busy on another show.
Yeah, he
don't be trying to get in mine. I was busy on another show.
Let's congratulate.
Taking care of business.
Advanced to the second round. Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, you watched?
He advanced to the second round.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare get in your business.
Take care of business. Take a minute. Things going on, bro.
Taking care of business by watching the program, unlike some people. But you were taking care of your business.
Yes.
That's why I'm here. I am the content creator.
Okay.
I am COO in the.
Okay. Nobody's doubting that. Nobody's doubting that. Nobody taking your shine.
So now I'm going to sit my fat ass over here. I'm just going to listen to you.
Well, I got this question. This is the question that I have.
Okay.
Like I was telling you guys, well, you knew something was up when Shelton Benjamin got to go 30 minutes with what's his name? Eli Rush.
Leo
you got to go 30 minutes with a dude about the size of my daughter when she was in the third grade.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing
Yeah, when I bought a new bicycle. Yeah. at that size. Yeah.
Why are you always picking on slow people?
No, dog. I'm just letting you know. Dog. You ever see Stevie Ray go round and round with a dude that the size of my daughter in the third grade? I'm gonna kick his teeth in.
See, that's some bullshit. I thought you was a Christian.
Then drop him on his head. Well, so many different kinds of Christian, man. You got to be a little bit more specific.
Okay, that's cool. As long as
you Christian. Am I a Christian that follow the words and actions of a Jesus Christ? Am I that kind of Christian?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You might be misrepresenting me.
I don't know. You tell me. You said you're a Christian. I don't know. I'm trying to see which one.
Did I admit to being a Christian?
Well, shit. I don't know. Shit. You sinned more than me. You was in the NWO.
Those wasn't Christians. Those were heathens.
I'm gonna stop fucking with you. Okay. Okay. All right. Shut up.
You shouldn't be putting a bad name on Christianity, man. I think you put a bad name on Christianity, man. I think you better stop, man, while you're ahead.
I'm a Christian by law. Shit.
But this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once the man went 30 minutes, why is Eli Rush even in this picture? That's what I want to know. No disrespect to him. Mm-hmm. But, brother, this is supposed to be for the big boys. Why are they using Shelton Benjamin to build this kid, man? Come on, man. You should be in the lightweight division.
The only answer I can give you is, if you're going to go story with it, is that Leo Rush was Bobby Lashley's ex-manager.
What? Who remembers that?
I guess
that's way before my time. So shit.
That's way before my time. Did that even happen? Wait a minute. I do remember. I think Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley put in a good word for him. That's what I think.
Possibly.
What's up, J-Dog?
They gave him the card. Remember, they gave him the little MVP card too.
Indeed.
For what?
No, we got to find out.
I ain't
touching. He's not liking this at all.
Mm-mm.
We don't rush. Like, take your little ass out of the situation.
Man, come.
I mean, I guess they used him to prove a point, but it shouldn't have been.
I would like for you to be a little bit more specific on that point.
Oh, fine. Okay. I just really believe that they could, like, pick anybody that was higher than 5'10". Is that better?
How tall did you say?
5'10".
5'10".
I said higher than 5'10". That's what I said. I mean, what the hell is he? Is he 5'4"? He's from fucking Whoville. The hell? Like, what are you doing?
He from Whoville or Hooterville?
He's from Whoville.
Tomato.
He's from Whoville. Yes, that's where all the little
Dale Richardson. You right.
From. But I know I agree with you. I think they should have picked somebody that like Shelton like throw around and shit. You know, I agree with that.
And now, okay. Sheldon is my boy. That's my boy on a personal level. I'm just taking it outside of professional wrestling right now. Okay. That's my boy. Okay, he lives here in Houston, and that's my boy. I can't say no more than that.
Okay.
But like I said before, and I don't know if you guys agree. Mm-hmm. You guys can tell me what you think.
Okay.
The way they brought the Hurt Business in. Mm-hmm. It does not work. First of all, they got all the brothers fighting each other.
Okay.
You got all the brothers fighting each other. Mm-hmm. And you're all in a little, what we call a smosh. And even Leo Rush in the middle of it. Why? I have no unearthly idea. Now you got the Swerve thing. What happened? This is what I'm going to ask you guys before y'all answer that. What happened? They had the match this weekend, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't see it. What happened in the match?
Bobby Lashley destroyed Swerve.
I wouldn't say that.
From pillar to post?
There was one spot.
Swerve got some offense in here and there, but if you outright picture, Bobby looked pretty much strong.
So Bobby went over. Bobby won the match.
Yeah, yes. He won the match. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Swerve is a former champion. Mm-hmm. And then they came in last Wednesday, and cleaned the ring up with him. Him and his second. That other guy, his second. Or his hype guy. Why is he on the show? Why is he out there? But this is me asking questions.
You said the hype guy. Who
is that?
Who
the hype man.
MVP?
What? No. No, damn MVP. I'm
hype man.
I'm talking about the guy that used to be with the guy that's with Swerve.
Nah.
No. Oh.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. Mm-hmm. Well, so
Look, they destroyed him too.
Yeah.
Of course. Look at him. Who wouldn't?
I mean, why not? He's there. I mean, he's collateral damage. Okay.
Yeah, he collateral damage.
Yeah.
That ain't collateral damage. That's just ordinary old damage.
Yeah, shut up.
That's just ordinary damage. That's damage control. That's when you get on the phone and call.
That's the wrong
damage control.
We are not talking about Squid Games.
Okay, Leo Rush, Nada. What's his name? What is it?
Who? There's Nana.
Nana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Okay, Nana. Swerve. Herb. That's five brothers. That's five brothers.
Like black on black crime. That's what you're saying.
No. But I'm saying the way they started it off.
No.
Those guys should have had a collision course and an anticipation bringing them together when they finally meet.
I think now that you said that, I think that's what they're doing with a certain other group.
Like who?
They go. Everybody's seeing this with this Continental Classic that's coming up this week. If you look at the tournament, you're going to see in the future. I know with Matt, you're going to see the Death Riders. That's with Moxley and his crew. Is going to go up against the Hurt Syndicate. And those are two groups right now that are raining havoc against the roster. And when those two meet, we're going to find out who's the baddest of the groups in AEW, I guess.
So basically what he's saying in so many words is that we're going to have American History X versus the Black Panthers. That's what he's saying.
You made it sound universities and shit. Rivalry week.
Say what I said.
Okay.
But I mean,
let me ask you this then.
Okay.
Swerve just got beaten this past weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does that leave him?
He's injured.
Of course he's injured. And who injured him?
The Hurt people.
The Syndicate. Yeah. They hurt him.
And see, he got nobody but Nada with him.
Right. Mm-hmm. He's going to end up. So what's going to happen is where this storyline is going. Eventually, he's going to turn on Nana. He's going to turn on him.
Say what now?
He's going to turn on him. And probably
who's going to turn on? Who's going to turn on who?
Swerve is going to turn on Prince Nana.
He should have did that a year ago.
Don't y'all believe in storytelling, right?
Should have did it a year ago.
Who
needs a hype man?
I like the hype. I love this. This is trending.
Man. You're killing me, man.
What you mean?
Killing me.
Listen, you was down there and
you turned on
in moist Houston. I'm about to say Harlem, New Harlem, but not that. Wrong one. You know you were doing this on your Harley.
Look, bro. Come on, man. I don't know the kid, nothing like that, but come on, brother. Let's get. This is, it's bad for my creative juices. See, when I watch wrestling, my creative juices start to flow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And looking at that, man, it's just like nobody buys it, bro. I'm telling you, nobody buys the hype guy with those nut-hugging ass pants on that he's got on and then all this other crap he comes out doing, man. Get out of here, bro. Get rid of that shit while they still can. Get rid of it.
Well, it might happen.
It should have happened.
I think about this. This is the third straight pay-per-view loss for Swerve.
Correct.
All under Prince Nana watch.
Yes.
And he already teased it that I have, even though he said I became world champion under Nana, but I have lost this pay-per-view. That's money, pay-per-view money.
Right.
So
and it's
they already teased it. And this is
growing. Right.
This is
piling up with losses and
right.
very notable losses.
Okay, so if that's his reason for losing, then what the hell did he get the guy for in the first place? Did the guy ever do anything to? Did the guy ever do anything for him being successful in the ring by winning some matches?
I mean,
or the guy just want to be a glorified Flavor Flav and come out and be a hype guy?
Well,
that's too old. Don't nobody even do that in hip hop music no more. Nobody even does that anymore.
In the beginning, he was an important part of Swerve coming to the title because he the one used to get his ass whooped. You know, he, like the old school managers. Like let me name one. Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart used to get his ass whooped for his guys. So then his guy get the win. That's how I was. But then the fans will start loving him doing this damn dance over there, and that turns him and Swerve the face.
Brother,
These 3 hills. 3 hills. And some Daxley hills too.
I think Stevie is just really angry because he never had Prince.
I'm not angry about nothing, brother. I'm just telling the optics of so out of date, it ain't funny. The optics are so out of date, it ain't funny, man.
Come on now. Give the man some.
Like I said, then they bring the brothers in on the top brother. The top brother, they make them want to be the top brother. Brother, that's so lame, it ain't funny, bro. Nobody buys it, bro. Nobody buys it. Nobody buys it, brother. The shit is fucking stale. It is stale, man. It's stale. Now you're saying they're going to move on to work with another faction. That's what they should have been doing from Jump Street.
So you want, okay, so Steven, not to try to put words in your mouth.
Not Leo Rush. He should have never been in the equation.
Okay, so aside all of that, okay, playing with Whoville, okay. What do you want to see moving forward?
What I would have liked to see was they all come in together. MVP in the middle, Sheldon Benjamin right here, and Big Bobby Lashley right here. If we're gonna be the Hurt Business, you bring everybody in together, not make a big faux pas by Bobby Lashley coming. Oh, let me go. Come on, brother.
He wasn't doing all that.
And then you tell the world we're here for a reason, not for the season. We are the Hurt Syndicate, and we are here to take over AEW. And if anybody got a problem with it, step up and watch what happened to you.
I mean, they did say that.
Oh, yeah, after all the bullshit.
I mean, they didn't say what you just said, but you know.
You see, if I was writing it, it would sound like a real brother writing and talking.
A real brother don't say, he say, I'm just gonna come and fuck you up. That's what brothers do.
You can't say that on television.
You can try.
You can't say that on television. Nobody gets a pop. It's a way to word things to make people listen. And it's a way to give that delivery to make people listen. I could help them with that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I could help them with that.
Okay.
I see it. I see it. And you don't have somebody.
What's stopping you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I can go ahead. I can tell you what.
Yeah.
Like the way they did come out or whatever, I think it should have been a little bit more with Black Spice, I think
like what?
I don't know. For me, it was a little bit too slow for me. I think, somebody in the back is not black, obviously.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
But I mean, I still have faith in them. I mean, this tournament that's coming up, the Continental Classic, is going to be fucking dope. So I'm telling you, I get. We're gonna once again, we're gonna revisit. fans, we're definitely going to have a part 2 of,
Mhm.
of this or whatever, because this is not over. I'm not done.
You know what I'm gonna have to do, Chris
What's up?
and Enforcer?
What's up?
I'm gonna have to get down to the bottom of this for you guys, because see, y'all hard headed, man. And like my mother used to say, a hard head make a soft ass.
I
My
think
ass ain't that soft.
hold on now. I think every black mama said that. So.
Well, I think my mother said it first. I think my mother said it first. You see, I listened. See, I listened. I don't know if y'all listened. I know Chris didn't listen.
Oh, okay.
I know he didn't listen worth a damn. I know he went and walked out the door and did whatever he wanted to do, falling off scooters and the whole damn thing.
See, there you
know
go again. See, I didn't talk about you and your Harley. I ain't say that.
I didn't fall off it.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't fall.
Have a cordial conversation because you for the
hard-headed, man.
2024, you just been throwing these subliminal shots.
No, man, you just hard-headed, man. You don't get it.
You fell off the wagon. What was that?
You said a dude ran into you.
What are we doing?
You said a dude ran into you.
He did. Shit.
That's what you tell us.
And you know what the crazy thing is? This man didn't say, "Hey, Chris, are you okay?" I mean,
He didn't. Oh, he knew your name.
You ain't Humpty Dumpty, are you? You okay, right?
He knew your name.
Sat on the wall.
Or did you have a shirt on with Chris on it while you were riding?
See, shit like that. See,
No, I'm just saying.
This is bullshit.
No. Oh no. Okay, brother. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the topic at hand. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
But I'm just saying. Somebody just asked. DT asked, was it sunny? I don't know.
It was. No. You
know, Sonny got to sit on a pillow to see over the dashboard. So it might have been sunny.
No, it was a Mexican. Yes, it was. And you know, Mexicans don't know how to drive, so you know, but it's
wow.
Well, in Houston, damn near everybody don't know how to drive on certain days.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the topic again. Right. Now, this is what I would have seen, Enforcer. I would, like I said, I would have loved to see them come in together, forcefully together. And don't start picking on the one black guy in the company that's over. Now, anybody that's out there listening to what we're talking about right now, we're not talking about race, this, that, and the other. I'm putting things in context as a minority. That's just like the Hispanics and the Mexicans when I was in WCW, and they would always have them work with each other. Mm-hmm. Instead of collectively taking some of them and put them in the programs with other people. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people might not notice that. Okay? A lot of people might not notice that. But what does that look like to the other people that's watching the show that might be of Hispanic heritage? Mm-hmm. What does that look like? It looks as backwards. Or it looks like you are an anomaly act or something like that. And I've always had a problem with that. Now, there's nothing wrong with, ethnicity going against ethnicity, but you have to do it the right way. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't look so auspicious. That's where you need a brother like old Ray Dog right here. That's where you need me. I can come in and really do the writing for and set things apart from how people that's in wrestling business that's writing, they're thinking about ethnicity in a wrestling mentality. Because they can't
I will give you a standing ovation, but my hand hurt.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it anyway. Stop lying. So they're thinking about how things are in wrestling, not how things are in life. Mm-hmm. It's totally different. Because a lot of these guys, the only time they've been around ethnicity is in the wrestling business. Unlike someone like myself that covers everything and everybody. So I would know how to bring that program in and make it work. Well, they get real heat You ain't gonna get no heat by a black man beating up another black man. You ain't gonna get no heat by a Mexican man beating up another Mexican man. It don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, I ain't trying to say nothing, auspicious about nobody. I'm just telling you how it is. That worked years ago. Doesn't work anymore. In the territories, that worked. Doesn't work anymore. So, if these guys are the top guys, Moxley and them, are they the top guys, or these other guys are the top guys, these other guys, you bring these guys in and you put them against the people that the people look at are the top guys. Because you coming from Vince McMahon's WWE. Mm-hmm. So in essence, your mentality is supposed to be bigger, mentality, not on the show, but just the mentality of the people like the Hurt Business. You're mm-hmm. supposed to think everybody else is beneath you. That's you true. Use them. That you come in talking about AEW like we are the shit. Mm-hmm. And we're going to show everybody. It didn't work over there, but I'm going to take over this. Just like General Zog. Anybody know who General Zog is?
Neil.
He's from
Yes.
Neil to Zog.
Yes. And kiss my hand while you do it, Superman. Mm-hmm. That's what he told. That's what, when he got to Earth, what did he say? Is there anybody on this planet that can even challenge me? Mm-hmm. That's what because he got kicked off Krypton. Mm-hmm. So he came to Earth, and I'm taking over there. That's what I'm talking about. Mm. So all this other stuff they're doing is so traditional. You've seen it 50,000 times.
So they should just. I would love that they would have done that. Just came in, rushed the ring, and just take out everybody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Enforcer, sometimes less is more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes less is more. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, okay, we come out here to do an interview. Somebody disrespects them. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're not gonna say nothing, bro. Let him ride. Let him ride. But when that guy walking back to the ring, that's when you get him. Punk, don't you ever disrespect me when I'm out here talking. You keep your mouth shut. And then if that don't teach everybody else there now a lesson, try me. Try me. Then they roll the tape of when this guy said something or did something when they were trying to do an interview. Yeah, you disrespect me. Ain't no disrespect around. And let the announcers know. Go over to the table. You make sure you get everybody's name right.
Whew. So I'm looking at the comment section. So Kush Soul said that wrestling is a recycling business. Yes, granted it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at
the whole thing is just repackaged differently. And then Dale Richardson said this, that he said that Tony Khan has no idea what he's doing. Once again,
but see, Dale, I have to disagree with you on that. They know what they're doing from a wrestling perspective.
Correct.
I see a lot of people can't get out of the thought process of professional wrestling, how it's usually done in professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. So not that you're wrong. They know what they're doing to a certain degree because that's all they know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Tony obviously has been doing something right because, like, when you are running a wrestling company, people could fold within 6 months. I mean, look at Control Your Narrative. I mean, they were fighting the bar for 3 months, and then they folded. So I think the issue is that too many people are so worried about the company going under, and what they should be concerned about is you have options that we did not have 20 years ago. We're so obsessed on what's trending when it comes to who's talking bad about AEW, and they're not worried about, like, hey, I got options. I can either, look at the indie scene, I can look at WWE, I can look at Hog. I can look at AEW, but it's like they want a company to go under, and people need to understand this is not WWE versus WCW. Is it similar? Yes,
Right.
but these companies literally try to take each other out, and of course,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Victorious, but
I know Tony Khan is doing his thing, and I have the utmost respect for him to start up a wrestling company and doing what he's doing. But the one thing that I see in AEW, and I don't know everything, but I am aware of what I see. The one thing that AEW doesn't have, and it's something that WWE has, and it's something that the old WCW had for a while. And what that thing is structure.
I agree.
The show does not have structure. You know, a wrestling show should have, to me, everything in AEW, and, you know, correct me if I'm wrong or tell me what you think. Everything I see in AEW is so convoluted. It's so convoluted, you don't know if it's going this way, that way, up, down, side to side. It's just so much coming at you at one time. The structure. And another thing when I talk about structure, the optics of what you're watching, the optics. It's one thing about WWE. No two girls' outfits are the same. No two guys look the same in the ring. Have you ever noticed that? I'm talking about from your hairdo, facial hair, your gimmick. Everybody got their own individuality. Whereas on AEW, sometimes I'm looking at one guy and it's just another guy that's dressed just like him or slightly looks like him. And the optics messes with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like on a TV show. Everybody on a TV show, whether it's a sitcom or whatever, don't nobody favor nobody else. They do that on purpose. Because each cast member has to have their own individuality.
And you can tell who is the and I know we're going to probably talk about this in a little bit, but you can tell who's the face,
right?
Who's the heel.
Yes.
Case in point.
Yes.
Uncle, did you see Raw last night? Did you see her? Excuse me. Did you see Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston?
I didn't see it. What's the deal?
Okay, so we were streaming on TikTok yesterday, and I thought that it was taped because of the holidays. And luckily, I'm glad I caught it because we caught it live. Listen, that interaction was wow. Man.
It reminds you.
It was deep.
It reminds you of when you go to your family function, and and you see that one family member that get on your damn nerves, and y'all just don't hold nothing back. Y'all they did not hold nothing back. And the crazy thing is, Chris, and you gonna agree with me on this one.
Yes,
they said everything that we've been talking about. They went from the Kofi Mania to why Xavier Woods never stood out like Big E and Kofi. They brought it out. And I was like, it's
really
that dirty laundry was so filthy. I said to myself, God damn. And the crazy thing is,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Kofi that mad. And then dude, like Xavier was hitting him with nasty shots. He said, "Oh, so you gonna get mad? That's your first time getting mad? You gonna get mad at me? I mean, like, wow."
The line he said, if you were someone else, and he cut him off and said, "What? You gonna get mad? You get mad? So you gonna shoot?" I was like, "Whoa, you should have punched him right now."
Wow, I wish I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out,
bro.
Wait a minute. Louis Chesney, Stevie Ray, we are coming alive. We are coming alive. Will, my friend Levis found his oh my God, the Titans won a game, and now all of a sudden Will Levis, I got to give it to him, though.
Don't take a Cowboys fan
Lewis,
on my comments, please.
Lewis, this outside of what we're talking about, but I'm going to have to give it to you, man. Will Levis did finally play his ass off. I don't know if somebody gave him some collard greens and cornbread or something, because he actually looked like he could play football this past weekend. I'm not going to lie about that. Now, if next week he goes back to Palookaville, okay, I want you to comment back into the show and said, I was wrong. He's still in Palookaville, okay?
Say it.
So,
But yeah, back like to this one I gotta say is that they surprised me with that. And I just like everybody, where was this anger? It's like Xavier said, where was this anger when you lost in 6 seconds? I mean, they brought out that.
So that goes to show you, that goes to show you right there how that whole thing was put together through someone else's eyes. And they know people like myself and other people in the African American community has been looking at this for a whole time to bring all that stuff back up and then chronicle it in front of everybody. It goes to show you what I've been seeing forever. Okay?
It's the case of don't, like, you know how they say if you let it build up long enough, it's going to explode at the wrong time. Well, it exploded, and if you want to say storyline, it's the wrong time because they're going to celebrate their decade anniversary next week. It was the perfect time because now what you just did was make me want to wait till next week to see how this is going to close out.
Oh, most definitely. But what I'm saying, it's pretty much ran its course.
Yeah.
It's pretty much ran its course. I mean, how long can you do the step it and fetch it type gimmick? You know what I'm saying? And you know, they used to. Is Big E back yet?
That's the thing I'm saying. Like next week, they doing the celebration, which you know they gonna bring him back, and he's gonna be the middleman, which he is gonna be middleman. Is he gonna fix it, or they go like, all right, this is it, it's done? That's what I want to see. Because, like you said, it's been gone too long, a decade.
Yeah, it's time, man. And see, then they chronicle, like in the vignette that they did last week, segment or whatever. They chronicle all the things to make you think back on all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They chronicle all those things and bring up all those memories just to see, you know, how the fans remember that, so on and so forth. So I think it's actually brilliant, man. But like I said, brother, come on, brother. It's pretty much done, man. It's pretty much done.
I'm here for it.
I'm so like I said, in WWE, it's never been a faction or a team that lasted a whole 10 years. And the fact they did that, all right, cool. But at this time, we need to see a different edge. We've seen Kofi Kingston smile and clap like he in church and throwing pancakes for too damn long. We've seen Xavier Woods. We know Austin Creed, his real name, is a gamer, but we had not seen an edge to him in ever.
Right.
And stuff. So this is like Khan said, we knew he was gonna turn heel like damn 7 months, but to finally get to this point where you even got Kofi pissed off, cursing and kicking garbage cans and walked away like, "Hey man, get that camera out my face."
But I'm gonna tell you, that's how you write it. If you're gonna put it out there strong.
Yeah.
So you can tell how they've put thought into this, but probably quite some time now. You know, especially with Endeavor taking over everything now. Especially with those guys taking over and just signed a $5 billion deal with, who was that? Netflix? Yeah, they just signed a $5 billion deal with Netflix. So it's certain kind of content they're going to not want to put on television anymore.
Yeah, that happy joy ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, because they trying. These guys trying to sell big time content. You know, if you got a $5 billion deal, bruh, you know you can't make a deal like that in 2 weeks. That takes a long time to come together with those kind of numbers to make it work. And but before that, well, firstly, we're gonna make this deal. So in essence, if you think about it, that deal must have been in the works way before they took over from Vince.
Yeah,
because remember they announced it right after everything went down. I'm like, God,
I hate to say.
I was like, wait a minute, were they making a deal? Wait
probably behind the curtains. You don't know what Nick Khan. We don't know what Nick Khan was doing on the side. We don't know what.
Oh my God, had to be, bro. Had to be.
That Nick Khan is part of the mafia.
Could possibly well be.
Because right there at the table, at the head of the table.
Hey, could be. Because like I said, you don't make no deal like that overnight.
Right.
That the deal was probably made and they say, now if we can secure this, do we have a deal? Yes, sir, we do. Okay, we gotta secure it. Let's announce it. I'm like, golly, they just took it over.
They probably like to listen. The paperwork was right there.
Oh yeah,
perfect timing. Vince,
yeah.
Sign. So, you know,
all they gotta do is put a name on the dotted line. We did our deal. You got yours? Yes, I do. Here we go.
So,
$5 billion.
That's crazy. That's crazy because you guys that's Cena's final run during Netflix era. If they are gonna bring that dude back named Brock Lesnar, this would probably be the perfect time right now. Because
you never know.
Money. We got to put our fan personal feelings aside. We already know what happened, blah blah. But they not worried about your feelings. They worry about the dollar sign.
But see, this is a worldwide thing now. Because you know that Netflix goes everywhere. You know, it's just like that Tyson fight and that Jake Paul fight. They had more people because it was on Netflix. They had a zillion people watching.
65 million.
65 million.
Mm-hmm. Is that crazy? Because if you had a Netflix subscription, you got to watch the fight for free. I mean, not free because you got a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine what they're gonna do if you're talking about pay-per-view numbers of a WrestleMania. What are you gonna have? What are you gonna have with the Netflix deal?
Because if I remember right, I think all the stuff that's on the library, all the stuff is coming to Netflix. Everything.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they bringing everything to Netflix.
Oh, wow. So now I get it. And you know the NFL just signed a deal with them. Did you know that?
Yep.
With Netflix.
Netflix is, man.
They need to do something with their service. That's the only thing I have a concern.
What's that?
They need to do something with them with that.
Hey, brother, I'm put it like this. All them people was complaining. Oh, my screen was buffering. My screen was buffering when the fight was coming. Well, hey, baby, you can still go back and see the replay.
I think want to see that stupid ass fight.
I think what happened
not you.
One and done for me.
Not you.
Is that
if you got Netflix, hey, you got more than just a fight coming on every blue moon.
But Netflix, but he's not using. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Y'all can see me? My camera went off.
Tight. Wait a minute. Kush talking about. Tyson didn't agree to Holyfield fight. Holyfield saw him. Much Tyson got. What? Tyson didn't agree to Holyfield fight. Holyfield saw how much Tyson got. Laugh out loud, and Tyson knew he would lose. Okay, I don't even get that one. But
now let me bring something to y'all attention.
What's that?
So, Uncle, I know you didn't watch Full Gear, but there is something I do want to talk about. There was something that Bobby Lashley. Is that me? Oh yeah, that's you. Sorry, my bad.
Damn, man, the cops looking for your ass.
Yeah, unfortunately,
you know what I'm saying.
So
you're gonna get that knock. You're gonna get that knock on the door. That big knock. Where you at?
Yeah,
get your ass from under the bed.
That full immunity too. They can go around kicking any nigga. Anyway, Bobby Lashley said this. He said that I don't like black champion. It's just champion. We normalized this already. So I just wanted your
wait a minute before you continue. Sure. Did anybody call him a black champion?
So there was a reporter that said that, how do you feel about like beating a former black champion? Like there's a lot of black champions in AEW.
Wait a minute. Who asked who this?
The reporter asked Bobby Lashley this.
And who did Bobby Lashley beat that was a black champion?
That was Swerve. He's a former AEW champion.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So my question to you is, because this is not the first time we've heard the term black champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he says that this has been normalized. We normalized this already. Mm-hmm. I think I'm a little bit on the fence with that. Like, I kind of agree and disagree.
Mm-hmm.
The normalization that he's talking about, this is really not normalized. Like, we embraced it because we've
mm-hmm.
seen it, but normalized, I'm like, well, when we say normalization, what is that when it comes to the term black champion? Because
mm-hmm.
black champion doesn't last in like 6 seconds,
mm-hmm.
when they're defending their championship. So
mm-hmm.
my question to you is, what do you think about that term black champion?
Well, first of all, let's put it all in context.
Okay.
The person that asked that question from a media standpoint or whoever it was doesn't know beans from his cornbread. Because if you are on the media side, you never use that term. Because Bobby Lashley is right. Bobby Lashley, you never heard Harlem Heat announced as black tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now, you might have seen 2 black dudes that were the champions. That's the difference. The champions are black guys, but the champions can be anybody. Now, they used to use that term back in the early 90s, because there had been no black champions. Like when Ron Simmons got the title, and they made a big deal out of it because it was in Atlanta when he did it. In Atlanta, we all know, is a progressively black city.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first black champion, blah, 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 blah. Okay. In every other sport known to man other than professional wrestling, you never heard that term.
Mm-hmm. Never heard it. Because black people has been like the back end of wrestling? I mean,
no, what I'm saying is this. I'll get to that in a second. Great question, but I'll get to that in a second. Anybody ever call Venus and Serena Williams black tennis champions?
No, but I know.
You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because they wasn't the first. They just happened to be the most dominant. Anybody ever called Muhammad Ali a black heavyweight champion of the world? You see how in every other sport, other than the quarterback in football,
I was just about to say that.
Other than the quarterback. And that's why I say when it comes down to people asking questions like that, people in the media that's not of the origin of African American, in their minds, that is what I'm talking about when people can only think about things in wrestling terminology or wrestling insight. Well, a lot of these people in the media say the same thing because it's embedded in them.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes out at the most inopportune time. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Me and Vince Russo, your buddy, your best buddy.
So stupid.
That's your buddy, man. So you trying to, you know that's your boy, man.
Continue.
You know.
Don't do that.
Me and Russo was doing the black and white podcast this past Thursday. Okay. Vince showed me. He said, "Man, I want to know what you think about this." It was a black guy. I don't know who he was. He was interviewing Tony Khan, and he said, "Tony, I love what you're doing with the black wrestlers." Okay, he was interviewing him, and then Tony elaborated like, "Yeah, we have a bunch of great black wrestling, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other." And Vince was like, the way Vince was looking at it, and I agree with him. Vince like, now if I had said that, people would have been all over me calling me a racist. He said, now why does Tony Khan get away with? I say, firstly, nobody probably even gave a damn. Firstly, nobody probably even gave a damn about that interview. That's first and foremost. Okay. Secondly, the black guy initiated the conversation by using the term black wrestlers. You see what I'm saying? Tony Khan probably not as astute on those kind of issues like other people are, just went along with the narrative that was set for him. You see what I'm saying? So, not knowing how to be politically correct in that instant. So I don't hold him no ill will toward him either. Because firstly, if I'm interviewing somebody, I don't bring up how African Americans are being treated in a company. Now, you and I can talk about that on a personal basis, okay? But if I'm interviewing the owner of the company, like, we got to have some quota, okay? We got to have some quota for African Americans or black wrestlers. That's not ethical, bro, because that goes back to what we were just talking about and what Bobby Lashley. I'm not here. I didn't get into wrestling to be a black wrestler. I got into wrestling to be a wrestler.
I was gonna say one thing, like when you said like we don't hear like other sports, and it remind me of the Super Bowl. And Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. But in the press, if you remember the press conference,
the guy asked him about it.
How long you been a black quarterback?
That's just plain ignorant. That's just ignorance.
Right. So when she came up and said what she said and what he said, I personally said this on record. That answer that he gave her was better than Tony Khan and Triple H combined.
Exactly.
Where Triple H, where he said, I don't see color. And then you got Tony Khan saying, well, we got most of the best black wrestlers.
Right.
And so,
right.
So,
and that
goes in the business.
Question for us, like, how do we feel about, like, you know, Triple H said that he sees talent and not color.
First of all, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to say this when Enforcer was saying that. First of all, scholars that study these things as it pertains to race and creeds and things of that nature, scholars, whenever somebody says that comment, I don't see color. He's the most disingenuous person you ever want to see.
Period.
But go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish your deal, Chris.
Listen, my thing to answer your question in more context, Dale. This is a person, with all due respect, Stevie. This man disrespected your brother, and I. When you met me, I was very vocal about that, and I'm still.
Yeah, you were.
You were. Yeah. This is the same person that did blackface. Matter of fact, I didn't even know about this. That when the blackface skit happened with DX versus the Nation, Rock seen the script and he went to Triple H and he was just like, "Bro, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this." He was like, "Well, why are you so uncomfortable?" And decide to go ahead with it. Now, people ask me all the time, like, is Triple H racist? I think he is. I think he's ignorant. I think he knows what he is doing, but he just doesn't care. And when he says, like what you just said, Uncle, like he says that I don't see color, I only see talent. So that means that you really don't give a damn about like our struggles. You don't care because it just doesn't fit your narrative. So with that being said, I have to say that he is like, you know, I hate to say this, but he is racist in my book.
Well, I'm gonna put. Go ahead. Go ahead,
I was gonna say it's bad when even your best friend is telling you, like, dude, you need to put yourself in their shoes. And I'm talking about Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels told him, "Hey man, you guys put yourself in their shoes and think, oh, can you do the same things you was doing if you was a man of color? No, you can't." Right. He was telling. I mean, this Shawn Michaels. I didn't think Shawn Michaels was that deep, but anyway. But the history that's on full display. You just mentioned it. DX, you came out blackface, not once but twice because you did it twice.
Right.
The storyline with Booker T, which caught a lot of people off guard. Okay, like first of all, I told you, Steve, I was a big fan of y'all's, and I didn't know the history of Booker T. Booker T had the bravery to tell people his story that we shouldn't even know, but they use his story. And what you do on the story is talking about and disrespect him and say, "Oh, you're not good at your words, hey, you should be washing my this and that and all that stuff." And you believe that. It was not storyline, you believed it. And goes to how MVP and came out with the thing. It's just add up. It's just layers and layers. And then you just put the final cherry on top saying, "I don't see color, I just see talent." Like you said, it was very this endurance, and it's just like that's it, bro. That's it. Like,
well, the one thing I'm not disagreeing with anything you guys saying, but the one thing about the wrestling business, you can have an idea like those ideas that both of you guys just chronicled, but it has to go through the channels and be okayed by someone.
Right.
And if it was okayed by someone, then you have to hold those people to the same standard as the person that came up with the idea.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I can, in the wrestling business, I can come up with somebody over me go, nah, I don't think we want to do that because, practice and standards. Standards and practices, I don't think they'll go for that, this, that, and the other. But if everybody went with it, that means the whole company was complicit. The upper echelon was complicit with it. And it ain't like one guy didn't care. Nobody cared.
I think the crazy thing about like the first time he did it, I think that caught people off guard.
What's that?
You go back and actually watch the actual time when
no. It did catch a lot of people off guard.
Yeah,
you 100% about that. That's not even an argument.
Yeah, Jim Ross said he didn't know nothing about it till they came out.
No, it don't work like that.
Terry King Lawless said he didn't know nothing. Like they did not know. I'm begging to think that even only person that knew about it was Triple H, Vince McMahon.
So I disagree.
Vince, the thing about Vince, he got the last say on everything.
Right.
Nothing goes to Vince got the last say on everything in WWE. Everything. Nothing gets done without his okay. Nothing. Zero. And I don't care who it is.
But
so that's what I'm talking about. I can come to you, Enforcer, with a angle, but if you got the power to go, that doesn't work, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, brother, we over that now. Let's try a different approach. You see what I'm saying? But if you go, yeah, that's cool. Go with it. Because you remember Vince was the main on the show saying the N-word. Remember that?
Oh man,
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So in essence, I don't know if they were just trying to get more viewers. I don't know if they were just trying to be antagonists. I don't know if they were just trying to be raw at that time because that was the attitude era, and this, that, and the other. And they put it under that to make it look like, oh, this is what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? To put it under that attitude era.
It was a skit.
Yeah, it was a skit. I don't know. And I don't know how they really felt about it. That's something you probably could never prove. Because somebody can always deny things, but by the mere fact that nobody has seen these kind of angles in a zillion years goes to tell you something right there. And you don't do it until the new guy shows up. You had plenty of African Americans in this company way before he got there. You see what I'm saying? You didn't do it then.
Right.
You didn't do it then, but it's just like I always say, look at the different things that they've done with the African American wrestler and just put it all together. All you gotta do is look between the tea leaves.
Right, but see, the thing is, and I think Ivy, I believe,
Yeah, that's Avi.
Ivy. Okay. So how can I put this? Okay. You stated that we can't answer whether Triple H is racist.
No, I said you can perceive that, but you can't prove it. Because wrestling falls up under entertainment. It does not fall up under malicious behavior. And that is something they can always have pretty much deniability behind. Always have some kind of deniability behind that. That's one thing. That's just how the business is. Now, I know Triple H personally, but just like 100 other white people I know, I know what you show, but I don't know what's in your heart. I don't know what's in your heart.
I have to kind of disagree with that because, like, I just feel that there's a pattern with people.
But like I say, it's still under the blanket of entertainment.
I totally get it.
And that's your personal feelings, but you can't prove it.
That's fine. That's fine. But the problem is, the biggest issue that I have with wrestling, people say that this is entertainment, and then they use that as a scapegoat. Like this,
right? Well, that's what I just got through saying.
No, I get it, but the problem is, it's like when I'm seeing this over and over and over and over again, and then I'm saying like, okay, what about this? What about this? No, it's not racist. Well, okay, what about this?
Okay, let me put it like this. Like I just got through saying. When you put things in a general way in professional wrestling, because the very people that's thinking for all the angles do not know the world. They know a world in professional wrestling, not outside professional wrestling. So the narrative has always been the Hispanic guys do like this on the show. The Japanese guys are like this on the show. The black guys are like this on the show. But this ain't the real world. You see what I'm saying? So if you notice over the years, each one of those ethnicities has always been put in the same basket over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And it's always one or two that step outside the box, but the same stuff been done over and over and over again. How many Kamalas can you see? They brought Tony Atlas back as Shaba Simba. That everybody knew was Tony Atlas. So, but you rather put him in some, or a boogeyman, a witch doctor. You see what I'm saying? In their heads, that is how they see the African American plight.
Yeah, and that's another thing.
And because they don't know anything about the real world, they only know wrestling. So if they only know wrestling, this is what works in wrestling.
I get what you're saying.
If you see what I'm saying, it's just plain old. They so ingrained, enthronged, if you will, in professional wrestling as it pertains to ethnicity, that they don't know how to come out, because that's how the wrestling fan is used to seeing and put these people portrayed. So nobody talks against it. Everybody don't have the intellect, toward it like you do. Because you're not the dominant race. The dominant race is pretty much what propels those things to be like it is, and that's who they pander to, if that makes sense.
Right, and that's where I'm a little bit different, because like I look at this as like, okay, this don't look right.
I know you do, but most people don't, because for every Chris Dilworth that buys the ticket, it's 150 other people that buy a ticket.
Right.
That look like you.
Right.
So by the mere fact that your presence doesn't dictate, okay, like other sports, your presence doesn't dictate how we portray our talent and the people that work for us. If it did, you see something different.
Right. And I think Matthew said this earlier, that we need some diversity when it comes to like creative writers. I mean, that's the only way that our story is going to be told.
Well, we do in the real world.
But
not in their world. Why would I need? I got $1 billion company and I didn't have no diversity then. So why would I need some now?
I think we said this before on here about that situation. Like, this is the only form of entertainment where they can control the
Yes.
the surroundings.
Other than that, go ahead.
Hold on, Ivy. Okay, so number one, the way I define my words, I'm direct with my shit. Okay, people are going to disagree with me or whatever, but this is how I express myself.
Who disagreeing with you?
Play by the, I guess
who disagreeing with you? Ain't nobody disagreeing with you.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just telling him. This is my form of how I look at things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I know what he's trying to say. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong impression, but at the end of the day, I want you to get I want you to understand this about me, that I'm not the politically correct. I'm telling you, this is what
you should be,
since I've been watching wrestling. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
You should be.
I mean, like, all races are okay, but the thing about it is, ignorance is a choice. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Me?
You know I don't choose to be ignorant because that's not in my repertoire. I like to learn and I like to teach.
Oh no. I think everybody knows that.
Ignorant just because. I'm sorry, but that's not.
Well, you know, some people are just, ignorance is bliss. Yes. And some people are ignorant because they've never taken time out to want to learn anything else or see something from a different angle. And because they're comfortable. Right. And that's why I put things in the context of what I do. Right. That's what I'm saying, how some people do not know how to look at things from the optics of outside the professional wrestling business. They look at, this is wrestling 101 for the minority. Okay, I was doing a podcast with some guys about WCW. And you remember when we was doing the thing about, who killed WCW? Remember that? And I was talking about how the people that's running WCW at that time, and I bring this back up again. And we would open the show with some big high flying, tag team match between the Luchadors. Y'all remember that?
Right.
Okay. Now we did that so many times. Okay. To the point where I'm like, they don't realize on this show how inherently bigoted doing that is. You know why? Because you're using those guys as an anomaly act. That's inherently bigoted and racist, and you don't even realize. You know why? Because you don't care.
Correct. Especially if you're inherently racist.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying they're racist. What I'm going back to is ignorance a lot of times can look like racism because you do not go out of your way to try to understand something from a different view. You know what I'm saying? Most races, okay, if you don't like me because, I'll give you an example. You don't like me because I'm black, your racist don't mean shit. Your racism doesn't mean shit. But if you in the position to hurt my career or to hurt my job or to hurt my welfare in some way, shape, or form, like we see in this country, let me tell you what racism is. Racism is somebody walking down the street and calling me a nigga. I don't give a shit about you, bro. Because if you're somebody I can hurt, I'm going to say, hey, man, you're blessed. Have a blessed day because I could put your ass on the critical list right now if I wanted to. Okay, that ain't going to bother me. But if that same guy does something to my income or does something to my family or does something to my very existence on this fucking planet, that's real racism. That's real. Words can't hurt me.
Right.
But messing with me or messing with my people, like when they funnel drugs in your neighborhood and when they take away jobs from a man and he can't feed his family, so he results to selling drugs. And then his wife has to go out and get a job and she becomes the head of the family. You see how that breaks down the family structure? That's racism. That's racism. And then young people start to go to jail for this shit because they glorified in music. They glorified in movies. They're glorified in the way they walk, the way they talk, and everything around them. Then everything around you becomes inverted. And now they start putting you in jail. They make different laws to put you in jail for nothing. That's racism. You know why? Because it's systemic and it makes somebody a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks down your family, breaks down your communities, breaks down your very existence in here, in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're making money off. That's racism.
Also,
That's
racism,
real
also
racism.
power as well.
Well, that's my point. That's my point.
People cannot be racist because
Exactly.
we don't hold that power.
Exactly. Well, see, that's why I'm explaining. That's why I'm explaining the power structure that is
Right.
behind the whole thing. And that's what people don't get. That's why it's hard for people to talk about these things. So, like I said, when it comes to professional wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are just downright out ignorant. Because if you really wanted to hurt me, you would have never gave me a job.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You would have never gave me a job. That's real racism. Well, you hurt me and you hurt my family and you hurt my community. But a lot of people are just downright out ignorant because they see things in the way that they've been trained. That don't necessarily, and I'm not making an excuse for somebody, that doesn't necessarily mean they're racist. Sometimes it just means they're ignorant to what's right in front of them because that's the norm. And once something becomes normal, it's hard to get out of it until you bring it to the light and you go, because I remember this shit is funny. I remember when me and my brother first got together in Global. What's up, Doug? I just see my boy Doug out there. And we got over as a tag team. We're getting over.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna call his name and it comes up. You know, we knew this was coming though, because this is what I'm talking about. Hey man, that was good out there. Do you guys like do a little dance or something like that? You know, when you're out there in the ring. You hear this shit? You see what I'm saying? That's what you hear me, Enforcer.
Uh-huh.
It ain't that he's a bad guy. He came up in the wrestling business. So he came up watching The Colorful Brother. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he want us to implement some of that into what we do.
Mm-hmm.
What first thing we said, no, dog, we don't dance. I don't do no coconut butts either. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't they wasn't bad guys, but they wrestling people. So they came up in the business seeing this. So they figure it looks good on all brothers. Now you see what I'm talking about?
Right, because this is what they're accustomed to seeing.
Exactly. In the wrestling business, not because we're talking wrestling right now. We're not talking ethics outside of wrestling, the wrestling domain. We're talking wrestling. And that's why I say I can't just deem somebody one thing because I've experienced it and I've seen it. It ain't your bad guy. You just ignorant. Right. And ignorant does not necessarily mean someone is racist. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. All right, wait a minute. Avi said, was that Avi? Wait a minute.
Yeah, Avi.
No. I saw. Oh, you remember something with Rob Parker?
Oh, that's Willis. I remember.
What did he say?
You remember when WCW had Booker and Steve in chains with Rob Parker?
No, you don't remember that because it was never on television. It was never on television.
How does he know that?
It was never on. That was a story. That was something that was put in the media. But you never saw that. It was never on television.
You was in chains?
Huh?
It was in
chains?
No, it was a dark match. And this is before we became Harlem Heat. We was doing a dark match and we was calling ourselves the Chain Gang.
Unless he was there.
That was 31 years. That was 31 years ago.
I mean,
like I say, unless he was there, he didn't see that.
There.
You know, maybe he was. Maybe he was there. I don't know.
The only thing I remember was
no, this wasn't on television. This was a dark match. This was a dark match that we did one night. It was one night, and hold on a second. Because I was like, I had buddies of mine here in Houston asking me about that. Now the word might have got out, but nobody saw it unless you said, and for if you wasn't at the show that night, it's in a stage, you didn't see it. Matter of fact, Sonny was telling me that Eric Bischoff was saying that he was there that night. I had never met Eric Bischoff.
He probably was.
And I'm not saying he wasn't now, but Eric wasn't even in charge then. Back in these days, Dusty Rhodes and who was in charge? Dusty and Ole Anderson.
Oh God.
They was in charge back then when we came in. Eric Bischoff wasn't in charge. So then he said he did something about it. I think Sonny was telling that story, and I'm like, dog, I don't remember that. I didn't meet Eric till several months after that.
We remember Kane and Cole.
Hey,
those were the names we had, but that had nothing to do with somebody saying.
You know, it's crazy. You can still hear those names.
Wait a minute. Unfortunately, let me just say this, and let's just get this out the way. Ivy, you stated that the hard prejudice lies two concepts: ignorance and fear. I mean, that is the reason why this country voted for Trump, right?
It might be.
But
certainly, it could be.
Go ahead, Enforcer. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, if you listen to the old Home Heat theme song, you can still hear it. Every time you play out here, like they got the old theme thing in this shit.
Oh no, you hearing something else? That song wasn't made until that song was made way after we got those names. Way after we got those names.
If you listen to it, you hear. I mean, maybe I'm just listening too hard or something.
You might. I think you might be. I think you might be. Actually, that song was made before we even came to WCW.
That was before my time.
Yeah, it was made. It was. They had a lot of songs that they had produced. Somebody had produced, and that song fit our gimmick. So that's why we chose it. So it wasn't made for us like Hulk Hogan, you know what I'm saying, or Sting, or something like that. It wasn't made for us like that. It just kind of fit, man. And I don't know who made it, and I don't know who produced it, but they did a damn good job.
Why was Trump elected? You asked the American people that voted for him. I didn't.
Yeah. Why was Trump elected? Dale, why don't you tell us? Why don't you tell us? Because it's apparently because the United States had more people that wanted to vote for him than the other candidate. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
They voted for him because they didn't want a woman in office because a lot of
men. I mean, that could be true.
I mean, it's damn
that could be true. No, I'm just saying. When you ask that question, why don't you tell us what you think?
I would love to know, for real. Like,
really and truly, Dale. Really and truly, Dale. I mean, Chris, I know you asked about Trump, but leave fucking Donald Trump off this fucking show, okay? Leave politics. Fuck any of those motherfucking politicians. I don't give a fuck about none of them. I'm sorry. Because all of them on somebody's leash and all of them on somebody's payroll. Mm-hmm. So I look at things like this and I explain this to people, and I'm going to say it once and I'm not going to say it again. I'm a black man in America. You tell me when fucking things going to change for me, then I'll tell you about who I'm voting. And it ain't changed yet. So fuck them. Anybody got something to say about that? I don't give a fuck. On this show, we talk about what we talking about. You want to do the politic thing? CNN is on television right now. Mm-hmm. What about that? MSNBC, them lying son of a bitches. They're on TV right now. Fox News on TV right now. Go over there and talk about that bullshit. What about that?
You know.
We talk about sensible things here that everybody can get involved with. You want to talk about fucking politicians that don't give a fuck about me and don't give a fuck about my people? Fuck them. I'm not the one. How about that?
Period.
Fuck out of here with this shit, man. Pissing me the fuck. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Let's get back to the show and talk about what we was talking about. But I think we had a good show.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely. That's definitely.
I think we had a. Hold on a second, guys.
I wanted to talk about Survivor Series, but
Survivor Series.
Yeah.
We'll do it on the next one, man.
Yeah. But no, tonight, for Wrestling Debates and Catering.
No, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I don't know how y'all feel about this.
What's up?
I like talking about AEW more than WWE.
It's a very interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
I mean, that's just me though, because we've been talking about WWE for so fucking long.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talking about WWE when I met you.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir,
You know what I'm saying?
Guys, like, I mean, there was nothing to really watch because, like, I met Stevie when AEW started.
Was the idea?
Yeah, when it started. So yeah.
No, it wasn't even when I came on your show. I don't even think it had started yet, did it?
It didn't start. It didn't start until May.
Maybe
met you in person. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that was what 2019, right?
2019.
AEW started in what 2000?
2019.
Oh, okay.
So like
yeah, their first pay-per-view was in May 25th of 2019. That was their very first pay-per-view.
Right.
That started off everything. And then Dynamite didn't start until the fall.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Dynamite, man.
Dynamite, Dynamite, God promise. I mean, it has a hell of potential, but it didn't get that shit together.
But this is what I'm saying, man. I think it's too much professional wrestling on television. We got wrestling every day, man. How can you watch it all?
When you're a wrestling fan and you fight for what you believe in, you don't give a shit about that.
It's called stand service. You don't have to watch it live. You can watch it whenever you feel like watching.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just hard to keep up, man.
Hey,
not for me. This is my job. This is.
I know, man. I know, and that's why I come to you guys. That's why I come to Dilworth and Enforcer to do what they do, man.
Worth.
If anybody, what?
Did you call me Bill Worth? I mean, I am full of dollar bills, but shit, goddamn, you fucking know my last name, Bill Worth. But it's all good.
I'm just saying no damn Bill Worth, man. I said Bill Worth.
That's what you said. You call me Bill Worth.
No, man. If you listen, you hear, man.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure.
Okay, guys. We call it 3 the hard way. And for my man, the Enforcer, and for my man, Bill Worth, okay? I'm Stevie Ray. And if you guys don't do anything else, man, be one. Peace, and I'll see you on the next show. Thanks, guys.
Jeez.